Hi, it's Michael Senoff with Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com. The title of this interview is called The Amazing Secrets of Motivation That Will Enable You to Achieve Any Goal. Tamara Lowe, motivational speaker and author of the best-selling book Get Motivated, has discovered amazing secrets to motivation which are so powerful you can use them to achieve even the loftiest of goals. In fact, these motivational secrets are so potent you can even use them to motivate other people to succeed. In this interview, Tamara Lowe tells us how to crack the motivational code and get wired to be inspired. Here's what you're going to learn in this interview. First, you'll learn how instant success can be yours. You'll learn a roadmap for achieving seemingly impossible goals. You'll learn the way to put a stop to toddler temper tantrums. You'll learn the secrets for getting other people to do what you want them to do. You'll learn how to get your kids to do chores and homework without being told. You'll learn a strategy for turning lazy employees into productive ones. You'll learn 8 ways to win in relationships and tips and tricks for motivating teens. According to Tamara, each one of us is motivated in a unique way. If you feel like you're not living up to your potential, it's probably because you do not understand what's best motivating you. No one ever said that success had to be painful. You can motivate yourself to achieve anything you desire by honoring who you are as an individual and doing things you enjoy. Once you listen to this interview, you'll understand how motivation works, and there will be no limit to what you can achieve. This interview is 38 minutes, and I hope you enjoy it. Now let's get going.
Hi, this is Chris Costello, and I've teamed up with Michael Senoff to bring you the world's best health-related interviews. So if you know anyone struggling with their weight, with cancer, diabetes, ADHD, autism, heart disease, or other health issues, send them over to Michael Senoff's HardToFindSeminars.com.
Motivation, I believe, really is at the heart of success. I'm sure that you've met people, I've met people who had tremendous intelligence and talent and opportunity and education, and yet they never really did anything with their lives. Why is that? I believe it's because of a lack of motivation, and it really is true that motivated people do better in life. They enjoy better relationships, they make more money, they have a higher quality of life, better health. The more motivated you are, the better you do in life. Get Motivated is based on an 8-year study that my team and I did with 10,000 people. And what we found is that everybody is hardwired with a precise motivational code. And we use the term motivational DNA, and that stands for drives, needs, and awards. So just as your genetic DNA dictates how tall you are and the color of your hair, your motivational DNA dictates exactly how you are best motivated, what motivates you and what demotivates you. Motivational DNA is made up of 6 universal factors, and these are things that motivate everybody. Every single person on planet Earth is motivated by all 6 of these things. Under drives, there is the drive for production or the drive for connection. And so people are generally more people-oriented or more task-oriented. I myself am a producer. I'm more task-oriented. Under needs, everyone has a core need for either stability or variety. Stabilizers enjoy routine, organization, systems, structure. Variables are quite the opposite. They love flying by the seat of their pants. They like lots of new experiences, new activities. They have a hard time staying on task because there's so many things that interest them. And then finally, there is awards. Awards are how a person desires to be compensated for achievement, the material, spiritual, and psychological currency that they want to be paid for performance. And everyone has either an internal or an external award system. Internals are motivated by contribution. Now, everybody wants to be paid a fair wage for their work, but internals are primarily motivated by outcome, not so much by income. They're not as concerned about making a buck as they are about making a difference. Externals are not the complete opposite. Externals also care about contribution, but externals are motivated by tangible benefits and material awards. That's what makes them feel esteemed and valued.
So it sounds like if you're going to motivate somebody, you better darn well speak their motivational language.
Oh, absolutely. And I'll give you an example with my children. I have 2 children, 2 boys. Zach is 15 and Blaze is 10. And Blaze kind of came out of the womb obedient. You know, he's just an easy kid. Any nitwit could parent Blaze because he has a desire to please. Zach, on the other hand, was moody and contrary and negative, again, essentially since he came out of the womb. And I kind of assumed that I had one child who was highly motivated and the other child was not motivated. But I actually have two really, really motivated kids, but I was motivating one of them incorrectly. And in fact, I was so unskilled at motivating Zach that I was actually demotivating him. And really the tipping point for me in writing Get Motivated was not how well this motivational DNA system works in business or in my personal life. It was how well it worked with my kids. And with Zach, once I cracked the code of his motivational DNA and began to motivate him correctly, it was shocking how quickly this kid turned around. The child who complained about every chore was suddenly offering to take out the trash and cleaning up his room without being asked. The kid who did not care about his grades, nothing I said helped, all of a sudden in one semester went from a 2.8 grade point average to a 4.0, and we have not seen a B or a C on his report card in years. He's a 4.0 student now, and the reason is because this is key now, okay? As parents, we don't want to motivate our children. We want to teach them the secrets of being self-motivated. That's what I talk about in Get Motivated. It's not just simply motivating others, but teaching them how to be self-motivated by appealing to the way that they were designed to be motivated. Well, actually, Zach and I have a very similar motivational type, and we were locking horns in part because we're both producers. And with a producer, they are leadership-driven, and they want control. But, you know, so with Zach, like once I recognized that about him, I realized I need to give this child structured freedom. You know, I need to honor his leadership abilities and help him hone those things. And producers are very competitive. And so I noticed with my son that he was very competitive, particularly with his best friend, and his best friend is a 4.0 student. And so after the kids had gotten their report cards, I told Zach and his friend Colton, I said, listen, I want to put a little challenge on the table for you. Next quarter, whoever has the highest GPA on your report card is going to get $200. And so game on. You know, these two kids are super motivated. Well, Zach, from that point on, I'm telling you, Chris, I never again had to tell him, do your homework or study or anything like that. I haven't said anything like that in years. But from that point on, he became self-motivated. And at the end of the quarter, I have to tell you, he did not win the prize. His grade point average jumped from 2.8 to 3.8. His friend won the prize. But the next quarter, Zach was 4.0. At the end of the term, he was 4.0. I've never offered him another penny in reward, but he's been 4.0 ever since.
One thing we noticed is that you are donating 100% of the royalties from Get Motivated to children's charities. Tamara, what inspired you to do this?
Well, for me, that was part of my motivational DNA, actually. I'm what we call an internal. I have an internal award system, and I'm motivated by contributions.
Hi, it's Michael Senoff with HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching this video. You know, many of my interviews last 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, sometimes even up to 2.5 hours long. They're actual mini seminars, and you've just listened to a short sample of just one of over 117 hours of exciting, hard-hitting, mind-blowing interviews on how to make money in direct mail, advertising, copywriting. I assure you, there is not a resource anywhere on the internet or on the planet that comes close to the free information I provide at HardToFindSeminars.com. So go right now to HardToFindSeminars.com, and you'll have free access to 117 hours of audio interviews with typed word-for-word downloadable transcripts and downloadable MP3 files. Please browse some more of the videos or go right directly to HardToFindSeminars.com. Thanks for watching.